Alright, good evening and welcome to a best of the rest bracket round 2 game 1 matchup between Malkier and RaikouRider. Both runners have been in the scene for quite some time, one of which is more of a variety streamer at this point, that being Raikou. And Malkier is one of the admins of our current tournament, as we are starting off with the flute and an early wood sword cave in the Armos spot there, so that's not going to be one of the Armos checks we have to really complete for the Armos item itself. $40 for the medium. Not bad at all. That'll be some good money for both runners, even if the large roll's kind of small. The overworld looks particularly deadly. We do see an early bomb drop for both and or bomb pickups, so that's always a good sign. Nobody getting trolled right off the bat. It's like an early level 6 for Malkier, and at first glance, I would be inclined to say this is the second quest, perhaps, could also be Shapes. We are guaranteed a second quest based on the super ropes in the overworld. I did not see if there's an item on the left side of that. If there was, that would be a guaranteed second quest set up here. And with that map location, that is guaranteed. So the next room over gave it to me. The rest of you probably caught it on the key that was on the left side in the room prior. Zol's rolling down is always nice. That's actually a fairly nice room to farm for money if you really have to at some point. Although, the large secret's also really nice, given that RaikouRider's up to 168. That tells me that he got a pretty reasonable large secret. It definitely didn't roll super low. I did not actually see what the number was, and level 8 is found. 117 is what JLo is saying. That is our tracker. Blue Lambos and a diamond staircase. Will Malkier get the clip in time? Being given a lot of time by the blue Lambos, so that's always nice. Let's see here. This level 8, hard to tell. It's potentially just first quest back half, but it could also be a massive troll and be Shapes. We'll assume it's second and first, respectively. Malkier probably going to look around a little bit. Maybe check the Armos, make sure there's nothing important nearby that he's missing out on before going back to 6, although a Lionel Beam will certainly expedite the trip back in there for health, or just going to continue. Dangerous River Road as well, with a bunch of blue Lionels. Level 1 is under the desert. I believe that was Desert East. A free power bracelet, which we have to take because we don't know what is underneath some of those locations. Could be a level at some point, could also be a white sword item. A couple of very useful things could be blocked by power bracelet this seed, so definitely a nice find early. Looks like the blue Gorilla may have rolled up an HP by 1. Thought I saw a 6 stab there. 39 for bombs, so those are not rolling too nicely. Here's the compass in an attempt to bomb the wall, but we are out of bombs, so we are out of potentially level 1 at this point. And there is the save. Raikou, in the meanwhile, unfortunately, this overworld's not the best for getting through easily. It's lots of projectiles being fired off here. And gets hit there. The gambling game is not great for the positive on the first number we saw, but amazing on the second. That is worth playing. Until you hit the negative 32, of course. But you can certainly go ahead and retry out of that value, as I think Raikou's probably going to get into level 6 and maybe get about as far as Malkier. I think Malkier is going to leave the casino behind for a little while, just not worth really grinding away at that early on. And I think once he sees the 117 large secret, that will be enough to persuade him to go that direction instead of gambling for it. Although at the end of the siege, you never know. RaikouRider's now got the same view of that room, just from the other side. Wishes he had the ladder for the compass, but it's not too terrible to get to the Triforce at this point. I think missed one of the walls that could have opened up. Malkier's going to have to find some bombs at some point here. That's what's holding him back. Didn't quite get that Aquaman skill. That is doable, though far easier with a pack of bombs in hand. You can stab him a couple times, then wait for him to fire off the fireball and go ahead and take care of him then. And I think, again, because we don't have bombs or keys, there's not a lot to be done in this level 8. If you want to take the extra time, it's definitely pirouettable from the overworld. And that is indeed what we're thinking, as we're also checking Recorder Lake. Specifically the level 3 second quest, level 2 first quest lake that is formed. This could work out. We could get some more information in here. I'm not sure that I saw this pirouette pulled off by RaikouRider, so definitely the opportunities there, although it's going to take a bomb dropping in this room. Or key will open up a single additional room, but we have to kill some red keys that roll up, because why wouldn't they? Given where Raikou's at now, unless he dodged the room with the power bracelet, should have it shortly. Speaking of dodging, that room's a bit difficult to dodge for Malkier. There's a lot going on there with plus HP keys, and out we go. Kill this Digdogger. There is a chance for there to be a drop. RaikouRider's not quite interested in the Triforce yet. I don't know what we just grabbed there. I'm going to assume... No, I'm not going to assume anything. Alright, one nice candle price later, and Malkier has the candle to go burning 4 spots. So, I think that exactly ties our two runners back up as far as item knowledge, and honestly, both have very similar dungeon knowledge too. 6 for the small is not the best, but again, the other values in the seed make up for that. Riker might not be able to progress any further in this level 1 without keys, so this could be the end, although it appears we do have a room over here, which has a push block, and that key location there would give away that that's definitely going to be a stair. This room will drop in the south wall on the eastern side. Could also drop in the middle right, I think. Or it could just be the other side of that transport staircase, a room above. Beautiful. Thanks for nothing, game. Raikou was thinking about pushing his way back in there and realized exactly how great that was, and says, no thanks, we'll just take the Triforce to get out since we have one item. And there's some blocks going on in here. Arrows and bait both fairly affordable, and with Second Quest 3, I'm actually a little bit surprised we haven't invested in the bait with 163 rupees to our name. We'll see if that comes back to haunt Malkier, or if he buys bait a little bit later on. Probably depends on how out of the way level 3 is comparative to a bait shop that's cheaper. Just barely dodges the tornado there. Doesn't look like we have anything in this shop of importance. That is a red ring on the coast. I refer to that as a massive bait or trap, because a lot of the times it shows you something shiny out there and it says, no, you're not actually going to get that for the next hour and a half. Good luck, have fun. Hey, that's a bomb pack. Alright, potential dig dogger kill coming up for Raikou, so that'll open up some more of this lower portion of level 1. We'll see if that benefits him, as it does look like Malkier's going to go back here now that we have bombs. I don't blame him. Will the reverse C be the item? The answer is no. It's going to be a push block. That room you actually, I think, have to clear in one. We might be back for that room in a minute, or we're going to go back now. Perfect. This room is a bit annoying to fight. And they are 7 HP blue Gorilla, so that is all sorts of plus HP. See how long you can maintain sword beams? Well, not very long. The rest of these should be fairly easy to kill at this point. You can probably save the last of the bombs. And there is a very important item. This will give RaikouRider the chance to pick up the red ring off the coast, although he has not seen it yet. At least I don't think he made it there. Had he made it there, I think probably watching him run there immediately. Malkier, meanwhile, has to be a little bit careful. I think that the only bomb left in the inventory is important, as RaikouRider gets the wood arrows out from underneath the sand in the westernmost flute spot in the desert. Any roads starting at northeast of 1 go to the river spot at Vanilla Start. From there, go to the south coast, I think the easternmost spot of that coast. Finally, takes us over to the grave. Oh, the grave's actually not the worst. That'll get you the grave check at the Armo spot there if you want it. It was a 5er in the room that RaikouRider stood upon. Also, if we can get this quick clip, or if we can get around him by just walking past him, that works too. Then we're one step closer to a red ring that'll prevent death for a while. Problem for Malkier right now is no bombs outside of this wall being bombed, which is important because the next room is this. And while it might end up being doable, this is going to really be a struggle, I feel. These guys are zip around the room. When you lose sword beams, that's kind of it. Oh, still has them. We have a shot. Oh, that is the end of the shot, unfortunately. Oh, it turned around. Safe. For now. Oh, that one walked with him, unfortunately. That room only really requires a single bomb pack from here, so Malkier might opt to leave and come back. We know it's pretty important. Although it does look like maybe he's going straight back. There might have been some red Gorilla along the way. That would be pretty helpful. Speaking of helpful, Blue Wizrobe is very helpful on the screen that RaikouRider was on there momentarily. Dark Falls. Malkier decides not to pick up the Triforce. Did look like he was walking towards it. Here's a bomb pack. Not much health. I think up A and walking back down there is probably the best strategy, or just taking the Triforce and walking back in, either or. You need all the health you can get for that room. As Raikou continues clearing out the overworld, now in the forest spots. ₹18 is the door repair, so not too severe. Oh man, that sword beam. Alright, we're going to have to get kind of lucky here. Going to have to get both bombs down. And then also going to have to get a candle, I think. Nope, we got 2 of them down. Now can we make it out? Will this mini dig dogger get them? No. Right is the answer we need. It is very painful, as level 9 is power bracelet required at the desert power bracelet spot. Malkier sees the room of Blue Gorilla and says, no pass. And that will lead to more pain and suffering, potentially. He is getting richer by the moment. Barely survives getting past the Blue Gorilla. The bomb pack is on the other side of the moat, so there's no reason to be in that room. We can turn around, and we now know that it's this room here, with a reasonable primary enemy setup, actually. But unfortunately also a Beemo statue in the middle. At this point, Malkier, though, is pretty committed, I think. Has to go ahead and find the second item in there. Knows which rooms it could potentially be, so just has to clear both. We don't have our beams anymore, but we're still in decent shape. We just gotta get through this room with 2.5, and I think we can probably pull off the next room to the right. And that is where Malkier's gonna go. I would go full-on bomb strats here, I think. Didn't get the first 2, got only 1 of them. but we'll kill that one now. And that piece of health is very vital, as we do have a key purchase from Raikou. It's a second quest front half, so I don't blame him. Do we have enough for the bait? That would be the other thing I would think about, but nope, we're going to go for a second key. Also not a bad play. And Malkier's going to discover the ladder imminently here. I think 2 swings? No, just 1 swing to get that ladder. Forgets about the Triforce. Is in an absolute hurry to get the red ring, I think. Neither runner, to my knowledge, has made it to the Armos statues on the west side of Hyrule. There are any roads that take you that direction, but I don't think either one's been too interested just yet in that. Magic sword at the original candle shop. Malkier, unfortunately, in a rush to get the red ring, doesn't quite give it enough time on the way down the coastline. And unfortunately, that's enough to send him back to start. See if second time is the charm. Looks like this route is just a little bit easier. So I think this time we're set to get that red ring. That squares away the defense, although RaikouRider's gotten a little bit more health from take any ones potentially. Level 2's also power bracelet blocked. So I believe that is 3 dungeons so far. Level 9, level 2, and level 1 all being blocked by something. 1 by the flute and 2 by the power bracelet spots. After buying quite a few keys, looks like Raikou's going to get some key surplus in this level 2. Many a runner will tell you that buying keys will allow you to find the any key or a bunch of keys either way. Potential staircase here. There is a transport in this A. There's also pranks by the level 2 designer for this seed. There is a key as well. I don't know that you'll get the same spawn pattern, so probably not worth going back there until you decide to clear the entirety of that room. Malkier is up by the Death Armos now. I believe did not have 4 hearts before, so now that would make that a heart container under the Armos. Apparently there's also a old man with a heart container. That is where one of Raikou's hearts came from, so apparently it was minimum requirement on the white sword. Malkier now realizing, hey, I do kind of sort of need a Triforce out of here. And the book is in level 2 staircase, so that will provide an opportunity to read some of the hints. And also see a couple of hints in the dungeons when you run into the old men there. Although this specific dungeon setup I don't think is too beneficial. I think level 7's really the only one that's going to give you... well, it's only going to give you 1, and then level 8 won't give you a ton. Triforce get out of 1. And we have the compass in 2, so we now know where that Triforce is as well. Another room with Red Gorilla that refused to give us bomb drops. Malkier still not interested. Well, I say that he's fluting again, so perhaps going to pick up the wood arrows this time. Or the bait. Which one will be? It will be the wood arrows. If we don't have the bait, I'd still be inclined to go ahead and pick that up as well. Just because you don't know how trolley level 3 will be, and you could also get trolled level 7, though it's far less likely that that actually happens there. There's just a lot of rooms that you can work around, potentially getting your way through it a little bit easier. The way that Malkier is going now should run into level 9 momentarily, or we'll go to the east since I don't think we have the 4 spots there. We'll see which direction is decided upon. Looks like Power Bracelet spot it is, as we seemingly have Petras in this level 2. Is guarding a staircase, is it something very useful? Potentially required in 2. The level 2 design usually isn't super segmented, but from time to time it likes to be a troll as well. A little surprised we're going left first. There is a little bit of a tail there. We will be able to walk across this room to kill these gorillas, so the ladder's already paying off. Boomerang. Gonna take it for now, probably because we don't have a lot of ranged combat available to us. Still not interested in going down. Have we seen this? Oh, we have seen the stair. It's the book. That's right. I'm completely oblivious to the fact that we've already got both items and we're just trying to get to the Triforce. Get the bomb pack on the way. Game's feeling generous for the moment. Let's see what we got here. Some hints that Malkier can't quite get without the book. The book is not that far away from his current location, though, as RaikouRiders have a little bit of a fun time with the Stalfos, but does eventually make it work. So that's tied up 2-2. Everybody's favorite pastime, killing Patra. RaikouRider got through this Patra, I think, only to find a staircase, which does take you over to the Triforce, but Malkier's having a bit of a key problem at the moment as well. That might impact some of the decisions made in here. I didn't quite see how many key doors there were. I do recall there being enough keys on the floor, though. Surprised that spot's actually safe for Malkier. That's something new. I guess it works the same way as the door. Ooh, this room is going to be an annoying one. We're gonna get ripped to shreds by boomerangs in this room. And got on a bit of a run there at the end. Making sure also that he has the sword still available. I'm not sure there's going to be much for you to do there, Malkier. You're going to have to go back up still. He goes left, he'll find the floor potassium. And that key, I think, is the way to get to the Triforce as well, so we'll have to burn that door. It does decide to do so immediately before even clearing the room. Two bombs left. Now 6. And there is the book for Malkier, as Raikou's still on the overworld looking around, trying to find more dungeons to check and clear. Oh hey, that is quite useful. I actually missed the first hint, potentially. Unfortunately, Malkier missed the open door to the Triforce. Was it Gliok returns the silvers? I'm pretty sure it was Gliok lurks in this case for the level 4 hint. But yes, the red ring is step across the water to get that. Not so useful, given we've already been there. But that's kind of the way the hints sometimes work. I feel like we have both hint shops as well. The other one, if I remember correctly, is at the Take Anyone heart container on the south coast, and it's more expensive there. So that might be a target of some save scumming. Our runners, assuming Malkier clears the Triforce room here in 2, will be able to flute 2 screens away from that hint shop. So that makes that a pretty easy setup. I think the runners would rather the silvers be in level 8, for sure. Level 4 is the letter D, and it's quite large, as the empty rooms in the center are actually there. They just don't show on your map, similar to some of the eyes in the skull in 9, or the pig in 9, or level 8's also got a room that's blanked as well on the map. Okay, thanks a lot. Sail over the water to find the magic key. That is actually pretty useful. It tells us that everything is required. So we gotta find ourselves a raft. This I don't think... Oh yeah, well, don't mind me. Level 5 found. I believe that was in the open cave in the grave. Someone can yell at me if I'm wrong. Hint number 3 is... Thanks for nothing. We can't read that hint without that item. Sounds like that is the correct location for 5. It is in the open cave next to that Armo statue, or just off to the left of the forgotten spot. Guess Malkier thought he wasn't going to make that first bomb work. Is not interested in 39 rupee bombs, although the red Wizrobe is trying to persuade him otherwise. Or Red Link in this case, I suppose, is probably more fair. And we'll see if we have a potential for a bomb wall here in 5. Could maybe try going down there. We're definitely getting red bubbled here. You have no shot of making this work. None. Yeah. Got quite a ways. We don't need 2 of those, game. Malkier's exploration of Candle Row, I think, takes him away from the second of the hint shops, which is over towards the Dead Woods somewhere. Perhaps the dead end spot. Alright, we have plenty of money suddenly. That helps. RaikouRider could opt to boomerang strat that room. I think Triforce is probably the fair play now, though. So, unsurprisingly, RaikouRider is getting the Triforce out of 5 and leaving. But again, ties us up. Very close race so far. Neither runner's really pulled super far ahead in item knowledge. The hint that Malkier has for Raft being required is potentially going to help out a little, but also might not be something that's easily missed as far as items go. Heart Container from the Taking One from Malkier gets him up to 7. Both runners now equal there as well. Well, they were equal. Now Raikou back with the lead. Southwest of Vanilla 7. Let's see. If we're talking about the burn bush with the 8 trees, that is kind of, I consider that the cheater spot. You cheat the forest maze by screen wrapping your way around it. You could also, instead of calling it a name that might elicit responses, you could probably just call it the Forest Maze bypass screen. Or something like that. I don't think it has an official name, though. The purpose is understood, I'm sure. Malkier looking at all the fancy red bubbles in this 5 now, so not too far behind RaikouRider in exploring it. I'm not convinced Raikou found anything in level 5 on the floor. Just found the staircase flute that was not important. Malkier is about to find the same thing. Makes it perhaps not quite as far down the staircase before doing the about face. Although they're pretty close to the same spot there. Bypassing the Dig Dogger. I'm not sure if that room can drop in 5. Probably can, but not much we can do about it. And not going to bother with the key burn there, so that's going to make it a long while before we get back. RaikouRider's taking the Triforce for now. Knows he has to come back here if he leaves. Unless he's misunderstood the hints. I will say this. The silvers on their own are not particularly helpful. You do need a bow to use them, so perhaps RaikouRider's not worried about getting to them until he has the other part of the equation sorted. The only problem with that is the other part of that problem could simply be in level 9. That left shutter door tells me we're at shape 7, so it is not first quest back half as we thought initially. Thanks again, old man. That's not particularly useful. That is the only hint in 7 that we'll see. The other 2 being a bait block and a bomb upgrade. There's the wand on the floor in 7. That's going to speed RaikouRider up, so if we thought Malkier maybe had a small bit of information with the raft block, we now see combat advantage to perhaps speed RaikouRider up into getting back even, or perhaps a little bit ahead. Looks like RaikouRider's going to head towards the Triforce in 7. Not quite sure I'd clear this room because we already have the floor drop, although it did give us a key that we can immediately burn. So that's not bad. I don't know that we could find a way around. There is a bait block. That actually looks potentially required. See if we can bomb up here. It might get us around it. No. I am a little bit concerned that we may need the bait as well. If that's the case, that confirms, based on the Triforce location in level 5, that you need a ladder, bait, recorder, raft, and power bracelet. All of them you will need to complete this seed. That just leaves, what, a Goma block away from everything? Offer the boomerang here. I think that's a reasonable idea. Go ahead and stun him up. And then we're going to fire off the boomerang again. Yes, I mean, Ganon requires silver arrows and bow. That's correct. But, I mean, in terms of, like, fire the arrow to get the silvers or some shenanigans. Or them blocking the raft, that's also fair. I mean, you know, there might be some more in line here. The runners can't blame anybody but themselves. It was, I believe, RaikouRider who put this one together. So no Dave callouts here, even though he claims to have blessed it. The message was deleted, so who knows. Malkier is still trying to find this floor item. I mean, this is proper boomerang use. This is going to help you clear this up, and it is just a staircase. I think we're going to have to walk past the Triforce, which is not doable. It simply isn't doable. You have to take the Triforce and go back. You have no choice. Malkier. You can't get around it, buddy. He's gonna unfortunately clear this room, only to have to go back through it. It's, hopefully he gets a bomb pack out of this. Let's hope for his sake he gets a bomb here. No, he doesn't. You're not getting around it. Yep, there we go. Looking back at RaikouRider's screen, he has the same amount of health, so haven't found anything else of note in the 6 yet. And Malkier is going to go back with knowledge that he is pretty much guaranteed to get his item here soon. That room would be a great room for the raft right there that we just saw on Raikou's side, but it's not going to be, as we have the heart on the floor. Alas, no trolling there. Watch the runners potentially get to some new areas. We have a ton of races tomorrow. I believe there are 13 of them tomorrow. So there's going to be plenty of action to watch. If you'd like to help out, head over to the Discord and put in a sign up for whatever suits your fancy. There's more than enough matches to go around and get everybody an opportunity if they would like to do any of that. This evening you've got myself and JLo7 for this matchup. And I believe we have a couple of matches, the one that just kicked off on Speed Gaming, as well as another that is going to kick off probably in 10 to 15 minutes time. So once this match concludes, you can head that way for more action this evening. It's a slate of 5 games, as 2 have already completed. Malkier's going to try and get all of these with a single candle, I think. It's very doable. Didn't quite get them all stunned, but that doesn't matter. The other one was being helpful. The top room has to be bombed open. Doesn't matter. Oh. Whoa. That is a big find in level 5. That may take RaikouRider a little bit of time to get back to. Wow. Triforce required to get past it in order to get the bow. Goodies potentially available in this level 8. It might be required. There could be a raft in here, for example. Malkier, I think, is about to hit the Innie roads for the first time. No, already has them. Don't mind me. Dead Woods, I believe, is a guarantee for a hint shop. And I don't remember there being a whole lot else down here. I could be mistaken. Malkier is going to go ahead and take this time to get to the fairy fountain, which is important because we're still red bubbled after our trip through 5. Comes the map of 8. Fairly large. My count is 39 rooms. Although math on stream can be quite dangerous. Does seem very bomb intensive at the moment. This is not a room that we want to clear right now. We have to go left and bomb down, probably. Also, potential reason to go up. Clearing this room is unfortunately going to take a little bit of time. Only going to be real helpful if it's the raft or the Triforest, I would think. Malkier on his way up to Recorder Lake just has to dodge his way around some blue Lynels. Right first letter, wrong otherwise. Prescription paper has been achieved. We're going to see if the Dodongos troll. They do not, so RaikouRider has bombs for the next one. Also has a banana. And that's a very crafty bomb there, as that opens up the wall to go down. Here come the hints. Gleok lurks with the silver arrows, which is kind of the important hint there. The left hint was not very useful, as we saw earlier. And the right hint we didn't get earlier, so we have no idea. We just found that out on the other side of the screen, but now Malkier is in go mode. So, returns with the raft is not old news to him. It is old news to RaikouRider now, but that's helpful. That certainly is to us as well, that is true. Triton pointing out the facts there. So that's going to help Malkier make up some time. Specifically because he'll be Triforce and go after he finds the raft in 8. And since he knows where 8 is, he heads straight there. The Innie key by default is in level 3, by the way. So that might be part of Malkier's thought process, is let's go ahead and work our way towards an Innie key. Unfortunately, bombing the virus does not kill him, so that's one less bomb dropper in this 8. These guys drop bombs, though. Once you get up above 4, I always prefer not doing the off-tile bomb. They do like to troll and dodge, so you're better off just sending them packing with the eating. Otherwise, you end up with situations like this where you have to bomb and hope. Not a lot of bomb walls opening in the southwest for RaikouRider. I want to say this is the raft here. One could just jet off to the raft spots to try and get the any key to prevent potential stoppages. Level 3 is one of the most key-intensive dungeons in second quest front half. There's the heart on the floor in 8. Oh, Malkier trying to clear out that room, but Moldorm says, not today. Rejects him straight back into the staircase. This is where it's going to be a little bit slower going for Malkier. It does not have the wand out of 7. As 7, I believe, is in Death Mountain, so kind of hard to find that. Level 4 is also in Death Mountain. That one I remember. There is the Triforce. So Malkier not too far away from it. And unfortunately, RaikouRider's going to have to go a little bit beyond it, look for staircases. This room might be the other item. So for Malkier, or for RaikouRider's sake, it is. We're not going to be able to get the combo there for the Manhandla. Oh, this last key burn I don't know about for RaikouRider. That gets him right back to where he was. It is a shortcut, but that's kind of an oof. And Malkier may be... well, let's see what the other item is in here. It's not going to be the any key. It's actually going to be transport, so that's not very helpful at the moment. Not sure where the other side of that goes. It might have been seen at one point on RaikouRider's side, but I have not caught it between jumping back and forth between which screen I'm looking at. Both runners are in the same room currently. I think Malkier is going to take this to see where it goes. Oh, the bubble tried to get RaikouRider. This Bull's voice is in a terrible spot. In fact, you're almost going to have to reset the room unless he jumps up eventually. I think he's just stuck. This room is canonical for Malkier, specifically to the right more than the left, unless it opens on clearance of the room. Your best bet for this room is to actually go up a tile and bomb when he comes south towards you, because the bubbles are going to come after you no matter what. There's the Canana key from Malkier. In fact, both, I think, pulled off the Canana key at the same time. That's pretty good. Malkier is much easier. We'll see if... yep, he can definitely go left in here. So this room will be a bit annoying for combat. Oh, that bomb, I think, got everybody. Nobody turned away from it. At this point, oh, I'm going to catapult the Darknut almost into him. I thought he was going to do that. I think RaikouRider might set up another Canana Key. The room he's in. We'll see. I think he's at least going to try it. Lost the first opportunity for it to happen. Oh. Both are trying to set up Canana Keys. Both get it. Malkier is less impressive, unfortunately, because it's a room he's been in. But that will shortcut him if need be. RaikouRider's still making it pretty far thanks to all these Canana Keys. Gonna have a shot maybe to find the third item in here. The best item left available is probably White Sword. I think this is the most important of the Canana Keys for Malkier. We'll see if it happens. So I think south from here is the Triforce. Makes it happen and opens the wall and gets the complete win in that room. So Malkier, knowing that he's in go mode knowledge-wise, is not going to try and sort out the third item in there. Can't say I blame him there. Ooh, the question now is, do you chance level 3 being 0 keys to the any key? I think we have to get money and buy a key here soon. Yes, we know that the Goma, if we're in Raikou's shoes and we see a Goma block staircase, we know it's not the bow. So that is correct. Still has more rooms that he could explore. Has to clean up some more Vires to do so. He just doesn't know if the Goma is the only option in this 8. And he's only got a handful of rooms down here, so might as well clear through. Apparently the Coast Raft spot is the answer for level 3. We can get around the first key door to the left. We can also go down because we entered the screen from that point of entry. So even if it was a key door, it was gone. This could be the transport to the other side. It is not. Raikou's about out of rooms, so potentially blocked out of the last item. We'll have to burn a key south to find out if that's the answer, or go back north. And blue Darknuts, so might have to go back for the Triforce room and then leave and go north when you get back. We know the other item in 3 now is the heart container, so no combat upgrade for Malkier yet, and will not be able to get to the point where he can even check the magical sword. How quickly will we be blocked here? Here's the bait block and a key block, so you can go ahead and burn the bait here and up an A, saving your bait, which is important for level 7, but we still don't have a key. So I'm not sure why we're quite going back unless we're going to clear a room we hadn't cleared yet. Maybe didn't even see that he was out of keys. Does now. I think we might have the potential for the staircase up at the very top of 8. Malkier back into 6. I'm not sure if it's the play I would make. I understand why it's being made. You have to go down and up into that corner of 8. That kind of reeks of a Zelda's room scenario to me, but we'll find out. Not sure if we've seen it yet, but I would be suspect. Not this time. This is the other item room potentially, though. Needs this to be white sword pretty bad, otherwise this... Well, I guess heart container for mags. Your worst case scenario is probably a red candle or the magic boomerang. Heart container it is. That gets us to 11. There's a second key. I think we leave now for Malkier. Heart container available in here for free as well. We have the Triforce though, so this is not super useful from here. Not sure what we're after anymore here. Let's find out. Staircase item, I suppose, but is it really going to be anything useful? RaikouRider will certainly take the time that's being afforded him. Yeah, combat upgrade's fair. Triforce now for RaikouRider in 8 has full information of all items in 8 as well, so that's the end of that for him. Got a ton of rupees. We're even going to spend one to get one. Will 2 keys be enough now to get to the any key? Well, that probably guarantees it. In fact, it will guarantee it. There's only one more potential key door on the other side now. Gotta be careful in this room. We have red ring and such, but we don't want to take too many bops here. We might have some more combat up here, and the walk back through this room won't be fun. We're really refunding all the keys. I'm surprised we're not going up here. I mean, it's just one more room. Why not take care of it? We'll see if this instead pays off a little, although the any key again being in here. There it is. Is this the compass? Turn back around. Not the end of the world in the end. So I think Malkier is probably staying in here for the any key, knowing that level 4 and first quest 7 both could pose a significant threat of running out of keys. Freebie try. See if the silvers are easy enough in level 4. There's red bubbles. That could also be a problem here in a moment for Malkier. Yes, Shapes 9. My apologies. I think I said First Quest 9. First Quest Property 9, but Shapes. The lack of the raft hint is also kind of hurting RaikouRider because he would know level 3 is there. Wouldn't have enough keys anyway. But the key problem there is substantial too. I think Malkier will find level 4 first. Gonna check Bogey's arrow or Magical Sword second quest, or not gonna check it because there's sword beams. Well, we made it somehow. Getting off the screen now might be a bit of a task. Level 5 is not super far away from where he would want to go in Death Mountain, so if there's a death coming up here, potion, ooh, I don't know. I will not say anything further. The heart take did save him the immediate death, so perhaps he knows better than I. Heart on the floor in 4. At this point, looking kind of likely that our white sword is going to be heading to 9. The other options being Magic Boomerang, Red Candle, and another heart container or 2. Malkier, if he can survive 2 more screens, will get into level 4 with the last of his bombs. Just can't get trolled here. Both runners know to clear this one out, though. A staircase for RaikouRider, is this what he's looking for? No. Gotta take it to see where it ends up. We'll give you information. And answer is not the greatest of places. You gotta give up the heart here or walk through the wall first. Yeah, walking through the wall it is. Assuming RaikouRider did the same thing based on where that heart is and the fact that we were there earlier. Though maybe also missed it. Looked like he went around it, perhaps, given his up A, or not up A, his pause screen. Malkier is out of bombs. This could be a bit of trouble for this dungeon, although as soon as I say that, finds a room with a bomb pack. Force is only really meh useful at this point. We have to find the item in here because we know what one of them is. This is a staircase, and because we've seen both sides of the transport from RaikouRider, we know this is an item. Question is, which item will it be? Answer is the silver arrows. So we are now officially Triforce and going. Don't retry or save. We still need the other important item out of here, which is the Triforce piece. Currently, Malkier has plenty of bombs to continue into Death Mountain, so we'll likely run into level 7 before too long. Fortunately, RaikouRider is just having to explore so much of the game because of the inability to see two. Oh, there's a Wallmaster. Just didn't see a couple of the hints. This is the other item. Is it White Sword? No, it's Heart. That's pretty much enough for me that I would take the any road. Just to speed me up some. And with the Wand and Magical Sword, you can kill the Vyres for bombs if you double swing. So that is potentially important. I believe Malkier is about to walk into the room with the wand. Raikou just needs to get up and to the right to get his silvers. This should be the bomb upgrade. And you can get to it, but we're very close to out of keys. So that's kind of a rough thing to pick up at this point, I would think. Malkier is about to see the troll that is level 7. I think Malkier will be happy with his situation when he sees the bait block, though, if he hasn't already. Because he knows that he scummed the bait in level 3 for this exact purpose. No need to further scum the bait. We can just go up from here. There's the map we're going to get a look at just for the heck of it. And that's also a lot of rooms. Somewhere in the ballpark of 35. Or math chanced on stream. 35 and 39, if we got them right, would be 74. 128 minus 74 is 54. Minus roughly 10 to 12. Sorry, I saw that hint. Minus 10 to 12 staircase rooms being located in there. I think 9's going to be approximately 44 rooms. The feat of strength means that White Sword is definitively in level 2 or level 9, and since we have both items out of level 2, we know it's in level 9. Both runners also know this at this point. Assuming that RaikouRider doesn't suspect that there is another Power Bracelet block. I think this is a trip to the 4th Any Road to get a chance at Magical Sword. And then probably walking to 9 from there for Malkier. The one thing that can still troll is, I think bubbles can transfer around just a little bit. No dice at 12, so it's 13 or 14. We will have to wood sword through this 9. So if it's a blue Dark Nut enemy set, I would say there is a pretty solid chance that Raikou will still have some time to get in there. But really needs to find his way back to level 5. RaikouRider now knows exactly where to go for the silvers. It's a full clear 4. So Malkier already made up some time there. And we'll inch up the sound just a little bit so it's closer to my mic volume so that we can potentially hear for the Roar of Ganon. I would love a map of this 9. It is the Dark Nut set, so this is the max benefit for RaikouRider. It might take Malkier a little bit of time, even with the wand now in his possession, to clear through some of these rooms. We're going to probably see him go ahead and bomb left and then clear this room. There are the silvers now for RaikouRider. With the Triforce already out of here, that's an up A. I don't think we have the bait. That's probably why the bomb upgrade didn't get taken. Here is the small level 9 that I predicted. I said 44 rooms, I think. Let's see how close I was. We have 4, 8, and 7, which is 19. 19 and 16 from there would be 35, 38, 39, 40, 41. So it's even smaller than I said it might be. We cannot bomb left into the abyss, so that one wasn't going to work. You'd have to bomb right or down. And that's what Malkier's now going to do, is go all the way around and make sure this bomb wall doesn't open. It does, so we can progress further. RaikouRider's probably hoping for a bait shop somewhere up here. Had to give up the heart in the leave your heart or money room because of the situation. The white sword is right in here. Malkier will take the 10 to 12 seconds or just up A out of it. I definitely agree with that. That kind of reduces the opportunity for Ganon to kill you. You've cut your effective required swings in half now. That might be a roar. That was a glitch. Try left? Yeah, I smell a rat. There's no way to go that way. I think Ganon's left of here. Let me see if I'm right. It appears so. No. Troll. So Malkier thought the same thing based on his movement there, I think. He was in a real hurry to find his way around that. 3 bomb packs, we take those. We're already running out of rooms for Ganon's roar to be adjacent to us. Raikou now getting richer. We have the roar now. Moldorms guard the compass as well. Left is where Ganon is, or up. I think we have to go up here, don't we, just to check that room? Technically an adjacent room. We're going to lose all our HP on these dark nuts. Well, we'll see if Ganon's to the left. RaikouRider's about to find the level 3 location. And Moldorm over here, or Moldorm, Manhandla over here. This is potentially deadly for Malkier. Cannot afford to die too many times in here. He's probably really feeling it, and there is the death. If I were in Malkier's shoes, I'd be really scared that RaikouRider's not far behind. Little does he know. He's probably... If I were betting, I would say he's got at least 14 to 15 minutes before RaikouRider's going to be able to make it into 9. Mostly because of bait blocks being in the way. So it's absolutely a walkable path to Ganon. Ganon is in the top of the second L column. It'd be really cool if it was in the top of the first L column, given there's no rooms at all in that one. That would be a good chuckle. $14 hearts now for RaikouRider. That guarantees mags. There's the guaranteed bait block in 3. Knows now that he'll need bait. So time to go to a bait shop. And here is Ganon from Malkier. Going to take 8 swings. I think with Red Ring and White Sword and reduced swinging thanks to that White Sword would probably be pretty good in here. It'll take a lot of drivers to end Malkier for sure. Not even close on this fight. Malkier with the stun lock after the first couple of swings. Now, has he seen Zelda? I haven't seen Zelda on his stream thus far. Now I have. Those Moldorms, if they guarded the compass, would be hilarious. But get your GGs out for Malkier 83 with an official time of 1:25:46. So we'll swap the audio over for now. And the immediate end of your stream. Thank you, Malkier. Alright, get rid of that. It just came down to hints on this one. The one additional hint put Malkier on the path to what Raikou had found, which was the raft in 8. So that was a big benefit. And if RaikouRider goes to the... Well, actually, there's no way for him to be key locked out of this dungeon, so we're safe. I believe we are going to be joined briefly, at least, by Malkier. GG's. Might be muted still, despite that. Trying round 2.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Thank you, thank you.
The hints, I think, were the big win for you. The hints that RaikouRider found were the west ones. He did not get the raft hint, though he found the raft right as you found that hint. So that one didn't hurt too much. The other big play was to go back into 5 for the Triforce blocked bow. That was the one that really sealed it. As RaikouRiders had to clear every single dungeon, including 4. I don't think he's gone back to 7 yet. He's going to need another piece of bait for that, so because it didn't scum it in level 3. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this one. I think everything outside of a Goma block. So we had, what, bait block in 3 was guaranteed. Bait block in 7 looked to be guaranteed, although I don't know that we have full confirmation of that.
So yeah, as far as 5 went, I only had 2 rooms left. I still had a lot I needed, so I was like, well, it's not bad to get back there. So yeah. And then I had to do swordless strats, of course, because red bubbles are a thing, and I couldn't get by them.
Yep, he thought maybe you could get by the Triforce, but the game said no.
Yeah, I tried to sneak by it, but it did not work.
Thankfully, the mob ones were also 3 HP, so that was something you could take care of.
Yeah, thankfully I went down to a candle, and I had a couple bombs, so... And I had a boomerang, so yay boomerang.
Yep, both of you picked up the same boomerang. We never saw the second one. And I think it can be a 9, it can be the item in 7. With the other being red candle, I believe. I think everything else was known to us at this point. Here's the second bait for second breakfast. He's already seen this bait block as well. But yeah,
So if the bait in 7 is required, this will be my second double bait seed of the season of the tournament.
Yeah.
Because my match with my Sharky had 2 baits needed as well.
Yeah, I think the it's been interesting. The key block in 3 right past the bait makes that up a logical choice. But I wonder if that key door doesn't exist, do you bet on Shape 7 having a required bait block and scum it still. Perhaps
With the
because
bait one room in, yes, always. I always do that, regardless of if I need it or not.
Well, technically 2 rooms in behind Pole's voice. Technically.
But they gave me money back, so that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna let my niece sleep. Fury, thank you so much for doing this solo commentary. I really appreciate it. And Shirley, thank you for this packing.
Yep. GG's. Hopefully get game 2 on the air. If not, we'll maybe try and vodcast some of the elimination games if we can.
Thank you, buddy, for all you do. Really appreciate you.
Yep. Have a good one. Now turn the audio back up a little bit on RaikouRider. I knew that Malkier would have to be talking more whispered, so I went ahead and turned it down for the moment. And that bait block is required, because the transport's behind it. So, there is the confirm. Oh, never mind. I lied. Unless you can, unless you can't get up from here. Let's see. Haha! It is required. Look at that dumb staircase. What a dumb game. What a dumb game. Now the real question that's going to be perhaps asked of RaikouRider is, do you just leave 7 and go back to 5? Do you go to 9 and look for a bow there? I find it hard to believe we'll be going to 9, based on the fact that we have White Sword hint for 9. I think my play in his shoes, without having seen Malkier stream, would be to go back to 5, because I believe he's seen almost the same amount of rooms. He might have another room or 2. What is the play? 5 is not far away from here. Where are we fluting to? Level 2, maybe? Nope, we're fluting to 5. Nope, we're fluting to 4... no, 3. 2. Mags check? Or are we going to 9? Looks to be a Mags play, maybe? Yes, Mags play. Then what? What do you do then? We're hoping he flutes to the right. He has the flute out. Walking is not a good sign. Don't do it. It's a trap. Oh boy, he's walking to 9. For reference, the reason why I would not do this, outside of having the knowledge, is because it's 6 transports and 1, 2 of them are item staircases, and 1 of them is known to us, so you're even further reduced in the likelihood that you actually get what you want here. Will RaikouRider remember the White Sword being a feat of strength in? Very plausible that he manages to find the second item based on his current routing. Seen this whole setup before. This is going to bomb to the right. It will not bomb down. To answer Malkier's question, chat, yes, I think you both pulled off 3 Canana keys in 8. Both of you pulled off an unnecessary Canana key at one point. And then pulled off 2 necessary Canana keys. In his case, it was to find the last item. In your case, it was to actually get to the Triforce. He burned his keys to get there. Alright, there is the white sword, which he should have known was in here. I believe he knew that fact. Should never fully know. And can we bomb anywhere else? The answer is yes. We can go up. I feel like we've seen this staircase as well. What are we thinking now? You've got to still clear the staircase, I think, so let's see what's in here first. Well, we have rooms down here to look at. They have also seen them already on the other screen earlier. I don't fully recall every room that Malkier saw. In the end, nothing much to do down here. Onward we go. I wonder if the compass was actually eaten in this dungeon. Thanks for nothing, old man. That hint actually doesn't do anything for us. We have that component. What are we going to have here? Another transport. We're knocking out all the transports. This gets us right next to Ganon. It's a 50-50 call for RaikouRider unless he goes to the right. There you have it. We now know that Ganon's not here. Yeah, I'm wondering if the Moldorms that guard the compass were to the room above Zelda and the compass got eaten, or if there's another Moldorm room that we're going to find later that gives us the information. Because it can't be a drop room. It could be similar to when the map is adjacent to the Zelda Shutter Door room. Or to Zelda's room, I should say, in a Shutter Door setup. Don't feel like we saw this room. This could be what we're looking for. No dice. This room could also be something. We walk through this room, I'm pretty sure, on Malkier's side, looking for the route to Ganon. Nope. Try again. This one will not be. It'll be a bomb refill station. Left bombing, I think, is in order. Nope, gonna just go up. That's fine, too. I want to say this is a death room for Malkier, so didn't see this staircase. Let's see if it's the item in the end. It is not. Well, there is the Moldorms guarding the compass. So no Eaton Compass today. And did we see this room? I want to say we did. Well, no, because we were one to the right when we were going up to Gan. So maybe not. Let's take a look. It is the second item. It is the red candle, which I think guarantees magic boomerang to 7, if I have gotten my tracker correctly. So he's got to choose between 5 and 7. I would think the decision's pretty straightforward, but we'll find out. We have, I think, 18 to 20 rooms left in 7. And if I recall, he has 3 rooms left in level 5, maybe 2. And that is everything. He has every other item that I can recall. Apparently he disagrees. He's going into 6, so maybe there's a heart container or a magic boomerang here. I thought we saw everything in here. Malkier would have to confirm that he got everything in here, though, for that to be true. Well, let's wait and see otherwise. Get the answer at some point. I think it's the staircase item. I believe the heart container is on the floor left of the Goma near the top of the 6. This room doesn't push. He already tried that before. This is the room that gets you to the Triforce. I remember Malkier nearly dying here earlier. I wonder if the room to the left is actually the item room. I don't know that either runner saw that room. I think you have to bomb or walk through to check what it is before you go through there. And sure enough, that's what we do. It is not. It is the old man hint. Old news. It just replicates the feat of strength leads, or not, to sail across the water to get the Inky is what it replicates. Is this the item? Is it a heart? Is it a magic nanner? It is the heart, so we did have this, I think, maybe earlier? No, we didn't. Anyways, magic boomerang now confirmed in 7, without a shadow of a doubt. And Lionel says go back. Off we go. Left, I want to say. Can't flute on this screen. You've already seen everything in here. Yeah. He also knows he's seen everything in 1. Just forgot that that opened. We've all done that plenty. And now we have... Or do we? Oh, don't go to 7. Please don't go to 7. Go to 5. There we go. Alright. Raikou's going to get his answers here. He has actually got a lot more rooms than I realized, but it's not going to be a big deal in the end. Gonna refill the health and go south first. I think you have to go south to get to the staircase to go northwest of 5 to go to the staircase to get in the middle to go to the bow past the Triforce. Want to say that's the garbage you have to do here. That's why I hate level 5 in second quest. With the passion. Old News Compass. And this could normally drop something. I think it's a key, perhaps. Yep. Feel like I've seen that room before. Walking past the transport there. I want to say that's required, though. Got red bubbled on the way out. That wall won't open north, I don't think, because there's free access to it. Did he get blue bubbled there? Maybe he did. Doesn't matter. There's plenty there. So you have to be able to walk through left here, or it's a staircase, one or the other. I think we also saw this on Malkier's side earlier. Sword beam to the side, and another key for our troubles. So gotta take the staircases now. The one he'll need, I think, is here, in the blue bubble room. Yeah, you've seen every room, I just don't know if you cleared every room. I know you cleared a lot of them. That is the sticking point for me, is I don't remember any rooms left behind. No, you can't really bomb left or right. You have to take the staircase to get there. So he's going the correct way. Just don't die. Death is no fun. We're going to lose our sword here almost certainly. But we do have the wand out of level 7 already. So it's not a huge deal. Just keep on motoring. This is the Triforce room with the Trolley Triforce in the way. And some moblins that are not going to be too difficult to kill. And ta-da, this room. Aquamenus guards the bow. And that is go mode, and this seed is not going to take too much longer now, for sure. There's not really a quick way pack. You could go to 1 if you fluted a bunch. I think we're going to get Wizrobe Zap trying that. Should be 3, 2, we're on level 2. No, we're on level 3. Flute one more time left for 1, or to the right for level 2. And I would guess he's probably going to go to the fountain. So I believe we're still without sword. Indeed, getting our sword back is important for completion. Currently have 2 other races also ongoing. One nearing completion, one probably a little bit further back. But those are on speed gaming as well, so after this, may want to hop over there and see what's going on. Or if you want to watch them from the beginning, you can catch them on past broadcast short term, or eventually it'll get highlighted and exported out to YouTube, so you'll be able to see them there. Need to go down and to the right. Should be bombable. I'm not going to try. Instead, just going to keep on walking. Maybe I already tried to bomb. I might be mistaken. It's a bit of the long route, but you take the route you know. And I'm pretty sure Malkier walked up. And Raikou, I think, found a staircase after this that takes him to the right directly of Ganon. It is not this one. This one's the Pole's Voice room. This is where I think we found the red candle. I think we passed the staircase we needed. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Don't mind me. It's the room above this that's very similar. Not sure what the route is anymore. Maybe it's to the left here. Raikou's still walking with a purpose, though, so we'll believe him. So 4 hits and a silver shot away. Need one more shot. Down goes the pig, and down goes the seed at this point as well. Just have to head south and we're there. This wall might also work. It does. Requires a clear of some more mole worms. We're going to see another pair of those here in a second. And there's the shutter door, and with a time of 1:52:08, RaikouRider has finished the seed. Alrighty, I believe I have RaikouRider in the booth. GG's.
So most of the pain in that scene was self-inflicted.
Well, there was I guess in Malkier's case, he was down to literally the 2 rooms past the Triforce in 5 and didn't want to leave those 2 rooms behind. Whereas I think you had 9 rooms left. 7
I
rooms
did.
at minimum.
It wasn't just Bo either. So the thing that made the big difference in this race was actually level 8. I misread the Silver's hint, thinking that it was in level 8, Gleeok returns, but the hint said level 4, Gleeok lurks, and I got giga punished because I thought the third item in level 8 was the Silver's.
Yeah, but you still didn't know where the bow was, so it was logical for you to still dig there, perhaps. Because I think you found all 3 items in the end, and you didn't have the bow hint, which didn't exist, I don't think. We saw every hint.
I also validated. I also was thinking that hint because that set when I saw like or thought rather that Bo was in 8, I was thinking, okay, I don't have to deal with 2Q4, and 2Q4 was where the silvers actually were.
Yep.
Those double meat blocks too.
Yep. Your opponent scummed the first bait block by up and A-ing in the room to keep it, and got bailed out because he hadn't seen the second bait block being required. So that was a fun time. We thought the staircase for a second might be the way around, and then nope, the game's just trolling with that staircase in 7, so that didn't work out either.
But yeah, just what can I say about this other than classic Raikou seed? This is very much a classic me seed because, like I said at the beginning of the race, I deal 2 types of seeds: seeds with terrible money or seeds with problems that money can't fix.
Well, you got the money answer right away, so you knew what was going to happen, right?
Yup.
The
And
hints you didn't get for reference, the right hint of the one hint shop that was too expensive was a hint for the raft being an 8. There was a
okay, so that was kind of an equalizer too, because that raft was needed to get into 3.
sail across the water to get the Yinny key was a hint. Um,
So there were 2 hints about raft being required.
I don't remember where the other one was at, but that could be the case. The other hints in the other shop, I think, were level 2 has the book, which is just a laugh because you can't read it otherwise.
Classic.
And let's see, the red ring one was in the one you saw. Oh, I don't quite remember the silver cent was definitely out there. I think you got that one. That was the other hint in your shop. What was the
Yeah,
last one?
that was the one that I misread because I thought it said Gliok returns, but it said Gliok lurks, and I just walked out too fast.
I don't feel like the other hint was particularly useful. It might have been the ladder in one, Nakamas waits with the ladder or something. So the other hint in the other shop was not particularly useful. The other one being the south coast, the Take Any One Heart Cave or whatever. But yeah, the bow was the turning point for Malkier Seed because he was still dealing with a lot of combat. I think you had the wand at that point, so you were moving a little bit quicker through the rooms, whereas it was all sword and nothing much else for him for quite some time.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to dig the wand out of 7. I was just a little bit disappointed at how late I found 7.
You definitely found it way before him. It was his last dungeon found. I think he found 4 and 7 both last, but had the hint for 4 to go in there. Uh,
Interesting that he found 3 so quickly.
he found 3 thanks to the raft hint and the raft being an 8 and knew where 8 was. So he went straight back there. I presumed because he was on 2 keys or less for almost the entire seed and wanted to try and force his way into 3 to get the any key
Oh,
so that stopped being a problem.
not just like that was a thing too. I bought 2 keys and I still had key issues. Did you see how many times I Kanana keyed in 8? I think it was like 3.
If you watch back just the 8 dig for both of you, you both triple Kanana keyed your way in 8. Basically the same time. He was Kananaking his way to the Triforce, you were Kananaking your way to the third item. So it was pretty good shenanigans. Ended up the third item was not the way you Kananakied. It was all the way back up top to troll you, but you
Yup,
still you put
yup,
on the clinic of Kananakis, and so did he.
yup. Well, I guess it's about time for me to yell at a different game.
Yep. There's also more Zelda 1 for those watching Zelda 1. I think there's one more match ongoing in speed gaming. The other one has hit its conclusion. So you can go over there. And if you don't have anything else after that, you might want to go to bed because it starts again at 10 a.m. tomorrow. There are currently 13 on the board. If you want all 13 to get on the board, which is pretty unlikely at this point, but if you want to help us try, you can help jump in the booth and commentate if you're out there and itch to do some commentary or tracking. We'll take either, we'll take everything. So, anybody out there in the chat that's ready to do something like that, go ahead and give us a holler on the Discord. We'll definitely take whatever help we can get so that we can get as much on the air as possible tomorrow. That includes a game 2, potentially. I believe you two are going at it again tomorrow night, roughly the same time ish.
We are, and I've got a busy day because I'm going to be up at the LGS playing Magic all afternoon.
Yep, so it'll be another hopefully entertaining race. This one tonight was. It was just a question of how soon you would think to go back to 5 and get the rest of that cleared out. Obviously, not the play you think of first. You're more or less hoping to get your bow on the way through 7 or any of the dungeons you haven't cleared. And
I even made a conscientious decision when I found that Triforce saying, I'm just going to gamble this item.
yeah, and that unfortunately this time that Triforce hard locked you out of the bow. You could not get around it.
Unfortunately. All right, thanks for covering. Have a good one.
Yep, have a good one. Yep, with that, we'll go ahead and let y'all decide where you want to go next. There's one match left out there on Speed Gaming. I want to say it is on Speed Gaming 2. It is CJ and Dave going at it. I have no idea if you chose to go swordless again. You'll have to go over there and find out. But for now, thanks for watching. Join us again tomorrow for more Zelda 1 randomizer action. So long.